didn't Reed lie to the general public? I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna let y'all have this movie without critiquing it because everyone seems to be having so much fun. It got to a point where I started to feel gaslit. I'm not saying that y'all can't enjoy the movie, obviously you can, but I feel like the competitive nature of superhero projects, especially from the two studios, are making people cap, and it's upsetting me. I'm gonna talk about something that's really been bothering me about this film. Spoilers if you haven't seen Fantastic Four. I thought that this film was fine, but after people started to watch it and I saw an overwhelming positive response about this film, like it was on the level of like Logan or The Winter Soldier, I went to go watch it again because like I said before, I thought it was fine. I'm not gonna hold you, on the second watch, it made me like it less. For a film that's supposed to be focusing on the family dynamic and the psyche of the Fantastic Four, there's no actual conflict. At least there's no real conflict that doesn't get resolved almost immediately. Ben, who was the most underserved in this story, is already accepted and loved by the general public. You don't get to feel his turmoil of being in this new body. Except for one scene where he looks at a newsreel of his former self. Even then, it doesn't ring true. He has a conversation with Reed Richards. He's over it, it's clear. I didn't understand why he was nervous to talk to Natasha Lyonne's character. And they don't flesh it out. There's no conflict there. They just kind of highlight it. Same goes for Reed Richards. He clearly overthinks things, and that seems to be a huge point of contention. But we never see him actually grappling with him getting them stuck in that storm. Man who's always weighing the income will lie, will do things that he feels like is better for the general public. And instead, we saw someone who is perfect and honest to a fault. Even the conflict he has with his wife where she's upset that he even considered giving up their baby doesn't have real depth to it. He's self-deprecating and not even highlighting to her what essentially is a selfish move on their part. And my boy Johnny, we don't see him actually interact with any other women outside of the Silver Surfer. The lines about him being a womanizer doesn't ring true. While I did enjoy him trying to prove himself as a scientist, that also didn't make sense because this was the only man we saw doing research really besides Reed. He clearly was a man of status. I don't know, I just wanted to see the conflict on a higher level. I'm realizing that the real issue that I have with this film is that all of the good, juicy conflict that I wanted to see fleshed out with these characters happened off screen. And instead, we were giving a bunch of montages and then explained after what those conflicts were. For me, I'm a little bit disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. Tell me, am I off here? I don't know. The response to this has just been so odd. Let me know in my comments below.